Damn it, boy. I'm AKA Bands, and this is Support This TV and Support This TV Sports. If you're watching us on Support This TV, please go to Support This TV Sports on YouTube and subscribe. I will be putting up more sports videos in the near future. Thank y'all for all y'all support. I appreciate it. But Quentin Rampage Jackson is fighting Muhammad Chemo Lawal at Bellator 175 on March 31st on Spike TV. This fight is free. All Spike TV fights is free. But the first time they fought in 2014, it was on pay-per-view. The numbers didn't do too well, and the fight ended in controversy. A lot of people felt like Chemo won because he took Rampage down a lot. They said out of mere points alone, Chemo should have won. A lot of people who watched the fight didn't really care for all the wrestling. They looked at Chemo's face and it was bludgeoned, it was swollen, it was bleeding, and felt like Rampage Jackson should have won. So he did get the win by the judges. But John Rebney was excited that Rampage was now the face of the company and taking out the previous face, who was Chemo. Chemo came in 2012. They did all these big promotions, brought him into TNA Wrestling, really wanted people to know they signed Chemo because he was a former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion. When Rampage Jackson and Tito Ortiz came, they did the same thing for these guys, put them in the TNA, did all these promotions for them. They kind of forgot about Chemo. Okay, because Chemo was doing this thing, but Chemo, every time he get close to reaching the top, he would always lose. Now, Rampage now going to be the face. Bjorn Rebney kicked out. Scott Coker come in, the former owner of Strikeforce. He come in. Rampage Jackson leaves, go to UFC. Now, Scott Coker is doing the same thing with Tito Ortiz that Bjorn Rebney was doing with Rampage. But the thing that he was doing with Tito Ortiz, he was putting Tito Ortiz in all these little easy fights, giving him title matches, and he really shouldn't have been receiving them. But I know I'm getting off subject. So let's go back to Chemo. Chemo, who always talked junk about that fight, saying he should have won it, saying he was screwed, and yada, yada, yada. Sure Dog even said he was screwed, you know, so he been wanting this fight. And I'm glad they're going to get this fight and get it over with. You know, they've been talking a lot of junk on social media, man. A lot of people saying the only thing Chemo can do is wrestle. And wrestling is something he does great. He beat a lot of people wrestling, man. He really good at wrestling people. He don't do too many slams, but he do wrestle you down, and he's very strong. A lot of people want to see more of the boxing aspect when they see fighters fight. I don't know why. You know, it's MMA. You can do it all. So people want to see him box. And I think a lot of times people want to see him box because he always saying Rampage Jackson slow. He going to knock him out. He always saying it. But when it comes to Rampage Jackson, he really don't box Rampage that much. He will engage for a while, then he going to wrestle Rampage because he know he's a stronger wrestler. He knows that Rampage is a stronger boxer. The man is trained by Jeff Mayweather and other boxers, and he still do not want to box Rampage Jackson. Now, Rampage Jackson want to box Chemo, but he don't want to wrestle. So anytime Chemo wrestles him and take him down, he always saying Chemo trying to hump him and all this, make all these jokes about it, because he knows that Chemo is the better wrestler than him. Chemo is very much stronger than him. Chemo stay in shape majority of the year, if not the whole year. And Rampage Jackson, he only cares to train when it's time to get ready for a fight, which is not really a good thing when you're going against a guy who trains year round. You know, so this is going to be a good fight, man. They talking a whole lot of junk about each other on social media. I really wasn't going to cover the story at one time, but then I decided maybe I should do the sports thing a little bit more. But, you know, I am a fan of MMA. I am a fan of these guys. Only thing I do not like about these guys is the fact that Chemo always disrespects the fans. If the fans do not like him or cheer for him, he always saying something disrespectful. He even goes as far as using profanities and all that stuff against the fans. I really don't respect that at all. But I do respect him as a fighter. But he been in Bellator almost 5 years, man. He still ain't put up no numbers yet. He still ain't won no belt yet. The only thing he do is fight for back and forth for the rising promotion and come back to Bellator. And he wins a lot of fights. He doesn't win the one that count. You know, so it's about time he post up some numbers on the board and get a belt around his waist. You know, and Rampage Jackson, what I don't like about him is that he comes in a Bellator, he beats everybody they put in front of him. Then when it's time for him to fight for the belt, he don't want to fight for the belt because his friend got it. Okay, cool. Then he put up this big fuss about leaving Bellator, only to have to come back to Bellator. So I'm ready to see these guys fight, man. Get it on, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good fight. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I will discuss anything you want to discuss in the comment box. I'm out. Peace.